Here's another recipe, Bailey's smothered pork chops, and the story that goes with it is so cute. This is Maya Angelou's Hallelujah, the Welcome Table cookbook. My 10-year-old son had a huge appetite, and I had a very slim wallet. We lived in a small 2-room apartment in a San Francisco Victorian. Our building provided cooking privileges for all tenants and a large kitchen down the hall. I adored my brother Bailey, and he was coming for dinner. I wanted to delight him by creating a new recipe. I would at the same time satisfy my always hungry son. Bailey was 2 years older than I and 7 inches shorter, but he made it very clear all my life that he was my big brother. He was a good cook, and occasionally brilliance would overtake him at the stove, and his culinary efforts would bedazzle. Our mother, who was the best and most adventurous cook in our family, encouraged us to be daring in creating recipes and bold in competing with each other. I couldn't afford the ham Bailey loved, so I bought 3 smoked pork chops instead, which I planned to saute and then bake with cooked apples, pineapples, and brown sugar, and I would serve braised cabbage with ginger as a side dish. I had just placed the pork chops in the skillet over a medium fire when the doorbell rang. Bailey entered carrying a shopping bag, and he was early and full of laughter. He said, "I brought dinner, and I'm going to cook it." I said, "Well, I was going to cook pork chops and cabbage." He laughed and said, "Look in the shopping bag." I emptied the contents onto the counter. There were 3 fresh pork chops, a head of cabbage, a green pepper, and a pound of bacon. He said, "I presume you have milk in another skillet." I said, "Yes." He said, "Let's cook together. I'm going to make a dish that will feed you and Guy for a week." He used half the stove and I used the other, and we shared a bottle of Mateus rosé wine for the next hour. He asked me to cook the rice since I make no-fail rice, and he explained that we would finish our dishes at the same time. My son's eyes enlarged when he looked at the food-loaded table. My pork chops with the apple and pineapple were on the platter. Bailey's pork chops were with the bacon, and the cream sauce were on the other. The molded rice towered in the middle of the table. I had served ginger cabbage, and Bailey had made cabbage with celery and water chestnuts. As he opened the door to leave, Bailey said, "Split 1 pork chop down to the bone, serve it with gravy, a piece of bacon, and rice. That would be 1 dinner. The next night, just serve bacon and gravy and rice and a salad. There's another meal right there. Wait a couple of days and use another half pork chop, serve with spinach, rice, and gravy, or make some great biscuits, and that will be another dinner. Make a green salad in between. Do that and you'll be okay for a week." As he started down the steps, he said, "If I had $1 million, you would never have to wonder how you were going to feed my nephew. Since I don't even have $1,000, a big brother can teach his little sister how she can save pennies and still keep her little crumb crusher from starving." I shouted, "He's not a crumb crusher." Bailey laughed and started around the building. I was yelling at the night air.